Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We are in the kitchen with Chef Daniel Sweisford with the Tree Room Restaurant over at Sundance Resort. He's been kind enough to join us this morning to cook up something delicious for us. And the big reason being that Sundance Resort, the Tree Room, was recently named a 4-star restaurant by Forbes Travel Guide in its 2014 annual star rating announcement. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
A wonderful thing you guys have going on. So once again, Dan, welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pleasure.
So tell us what we're going to be dishing up and making this morning.
So today I have a little pappardelle dish, pappardelle pasta, fresh pasta with a white chocolate sauce, and then I also have some roasted mushrooms and Brussels sprouts, and then a few little garnishes.
You have some really nice ingredients here. I can't help.
Kind of fits in with Valentine's Day coming up.
Right.
So.
You have the little white chocolate chips here. You have the pomegranate, and like you said, the pasta, which we're going to start off with to get that going.
Right.
Very good. So how long does that need to have out of it?
It's fresh pasta, so it only takes about 4 or 5 minutes. It cooks a lot quicker than dry pasta would. Mm-hmm. So it's something that you want to, it won't take quite as long as your normal pasta would, so if you get a little behind, a little quicker pickup.
And the other part of this, as we got that going, we're going to start sauteing all the other ingredients together. Is that right?
Yeah.
Does it matter how you layer these?
There is kind of a way. You want to get your oil hot in the pan, and then start with your shallots. And then I have some mushrooms that I've already pre-roasted, and then I pour pickling liquid over them while they're hot, so that it absorbs it, and then it gives a little more flavor, another depth of flavor. Just toss those in to give them a little more flavor there, a little color.
Very good.
Okay, so while that's cooking, let that get going. Start out seasoning.
So as we're putting items in here, I want you to tell me a little bit about the Tree Room. You guys are quite unique. You have a wonderful menu over there.
Yep. I've been there since July, and come in and trying to put my own touch on it. Make it personal, and we've. I think it shows with the 4-star review that we've been working hard and trying to evolve the restaurant and make it is what it is today, and keep evolving like the culinary world does.
That's so great. And remind us of, during this winter season, what are your hours?
We are open only Tuesday through Saturday. So Tuesday to Thursday we're open from 9 to 5, and then Friday and Saturday we're open until 10.
Very good. So. Got plenty of time to take a stop and go over and eat at the Tree Room. What's up next?
So once you get the mushrooms and stuff cooking, keep them going.
Adding some Brussels sprouts there.
Toss in your Brussels sprouts because they need to get.
And I see you've halved these, so they're not whole.
I've cut them in half and blanched them. Let them cook a little more evenly. And then you get a little more flavor into them by blanching them in salted water. You don't have to do that if you're doing this at home. You can just saute them up just as they are. But cutting them in half will allow them to cook a little more evenly and to get hotter in the middle, because that middle part is the hardest to get cooked.
Right.
It's,
our pasta doing pretty well so far.
Pasta's looking really good.
Nice. So do you have a favorite item over there? It's probably hard for you to choose.
It's hard. This is one of my favorite items, honestly. I'm just going to move this over here. It's a little hotter. That's almost ready.
Move it up.
There you go. But we try and stick true to the mountain stuff. I have the local trout. I have some Rocky Mountain elk that we're using. So we just try to stick true to the mountain theme of food here in Utah. So now that I got this going, now we're cooking.
There we go.
Now we got some heat. So I'll pull this back so it doesn't splash everywhere.
I'll step back.
Okay. So that's just a little bit of white wine. This is a vegetarian dish. This is one of the vegetarian options we offer. I also have a vegan option on my menu.
Oh, that smells so good. All those together. Yummy.
So now you got that. Once that comes to a simmer, start adding your butter.
All right.
So what I do is it's basically equal parts butter and white chocolate. The white chocolate it's just cocoa butter with a little bit of sugar, so it reacts a lot like butter itself does. A little bit more.
Wow. Somehow I've never thought of including white chocolate in a dish like this, so I'm excited to see how it goes.
Chocolate's overlooked. It's as long as you balance it out with some bitter or sourness, it can be a great ingredient, and it enhances flavors very well.
Ooh, that melted right away.
Yeah,
there you go.
Like I say, it's just like butter.
Oh wow, I can smell that now. Oh, that smells so yummy. So if someone's heading on over to the tree room, what would you recommend, say, for an entree, you know, for appetizer, and then some dessert?
Okay, so appetizers, I like to have a little more fun with those because it's something to start you off, so you got to be excited about it. I'm doing a fresh farm egg right now that's soft poached with it's toasted quinoa, so it's nice and crunchy, and then a piquillo pepper soup, which is really lovely. That's been a big hit. I also have more adventurous items like octopus, oysters, and then for entrees, definitely recommend the elk dish, and then
as you said, yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yep. It's served with a pumpkin. Oops, call there. So that's served with a little bit of pumpkin, some huckleberry sauce.
Wow, that looks so amazing. We have a lot of great things going on over at Sundance. To remind everyone, of course, you know, it's a great option after you're out skiing. Stop up over at the tree room. You can certainly get your fill over there. And I wanted to ask a little bit more about your background. You've worked with an interesting individual, a chef that some of us may know.
Yes, I got my start back in Philadelphia, and I started with Chef Jose Garces, who on the episode of Iron Chef. He was on there for quite a while. The second one to win the Next Iron Chef series.
Nice.
And I worked with him for about 6 years, moved me around between Philadelphia and Chicago, and we did a lot of great things. I learned so much from him. You know, he's definitely a mentor of mine, and you know, I've used that to develop my own styles. But because we use so many different styles of cuisine, something I like to do is, you know, I can combine them very easily. Like I can combine, you know, Asian, Latin foods. I can take French and Asian, American, and sometimes it's just nice to have an ingredient in there that, you know, like that people wouldn't like quite expect that it's from another culture. So then you might not think of it, but just knowing the flavors of it, you know, it's something I can put together pretty easily. So for a little Valentine's love, some fresh pomegranate.
Add some color there.
We have
Looks
some.
Great.
These are kumquats that we've seeded
Kumquats?
in. Kumquats.
Okay.
So it's a little baby citrus that you eat the whole thing, the skin and all. It's got a bitter inside, but it's sweet on the outside. And so we pickle those, and so that all the pickled ingredients kind of go with the sweetness of the white chocolate.
Yeah.
And then we have these are house smoked Marcona almonds. So I get in some Marconas, smoke them
getting my
over
fork
pine
ready.
needles, and then you know, another little texture. Here's some crispy shallots.
That looks incredible. I don't know if we can see that, but you guys, that looks phenomenal. This looks so yummy. Chef Dan, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Remind us once again, if we want to make reservations or go about doing that, we can just go online and check that out. Is that right?
Yeah, just go to Sundance Resort website, and right on the front page is under dining. It'll take you to the tree room website. We're also on Open Table, and you can call up anytime.
That is incredible. I think we're going to have to end right now so that I can eat the rest of this. Thank you so much, sir.
Great.
Appreciate your time here. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Ogden Nature Center up next.